Peter McCarthy here. Welcome to petermccarthy.net and today's guitar lesson on Jimmy Page and Led Zeppelin's Dancing Days. We're going to tune the guitar differently. This is an altered open tuning for the guitar. It's going to be a G tuning. If you don't know how to do that, let me walk you through doing that. Take your guitar and tune it. Your low string, you drop it down to a D. Your fifth string, bring it down to a G. Your D and your G string, the fourth and the third string and the second string, they stay the same at D, G, and B. And you bring your high string down to a D. Okay? There's a G tuning. Popular with Jimmy Page, very popular with Keith Richards as well. So you might have some fun tuning up to that and just going for it and experimenting a little bit. Let me jump in and show you what I call the main riff or the theme of the song that you hear Zeppelin play at the top of the form and in the beginning of the song. And it loops around 4 times. I'll play it full speed first and break it down for you. And okay, that's 4 times. And let me show you what that is slowly. It's a, you hear a hint of sliding into the third fret of the 5th string. And then I'll show you the melody. The melody is on the 2nd string, and that's 2, 3, 2, 3 open. Okay? Okay? And then slide from the 7th fret into the 5th fret with the top 4 strings. Now, I was just playing that as an individual melody. The cool thing about open tunings, of course, is that you can really lay into the guitar and go for it, and using the open resonant strings, or the ringing strings, I'm sorry, as the power of the song. So you got that melody on top, and now strumming it, it should sound more like okay, get the idea of that? You recognize that? That's what I'm going to be calling the theme of the song. All right. Now, for those of you who might be new to the slide itself, it's different than when you play traditional guitar. When you play traditional guitar, you fret right behind the wire, and you press down hard. So unlike traditional guitar, with a slide, you play right on top of the fret wire, and if you don't press hard enough with the slide will bounce off the string and you'll get a rattly sound. And if you press too hard, you'll get a choking against the fret. So, so the key is don't press too light and don't press too hard. Every guitar has its own sweet spot, and that they really are different. So you have to experiment. Depends on many, many things. Depends on the slide that you're using, glass, brass, chrome, whatever it is. And so kind of experiment a little bit with that. Again, 2 guide rules is right over the fret wire. That's key. And adjust the pressure point so that you're getting an even sounding note as much as you can. Okay, so let's jump into when the verse starts now. Bar, 5 strings. Okay, now you put your 2nd finger on the 6th fret on the 2nd string. So, and it's 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5. Now that's a sus4 sound. Okay, you hear a lot of Keith Richards in that, right? Very common, especially in this tuning. So it's now move up to the 6th fret. Let me take the slide away. You might see it easier. It's the melody note is on the 2nd string. It's 8, 6, 8, 6, 8, 6. Okay, all against that chord now. And this is a sharp 4. Really got some tension to it. All right, so again, that chord is, your melody is 8, 6, 8, 6, 8, 6. Then back to the first chord I just showed you, the C. Okay? Let me play that loop. Okay, now you end it with a little rock and roll thing. You continue to bar there, but you play the inside. You want the 5th, 4th, and the 3rd strings that way, and then put a pinky down or whatever finger you're using on the 7th fret of the 4th string, and then lift it and then put it back down. Let me show you without the slide. Okay, so if the 3rd finger might be clearer for you to see. Okay, I have the slide on my 3rd finger, so I'm using my pinky. So now that riff is. Okay, do that again. Okay, now it's, you know, it's all right part. Stay on that chord you're on, that C sus4. B flat with a sharp 4. Don't worry about the names of it. In the 3rd fret you bar. Put your, and the melody is on the with your pinky or whatever finger. 5 3 5 3 5 3. All right. Like that. So from here. Now you bar the 2nd fret and your melody is 3 2 3 2 3 2. Okay? And then that little rock and roll thing that I showed you up here, it changes a little bit. You play. So you're barring still at the 2nd fret, but you play that 2 times. Take the slide away. 2 times. And then middle finger, 2nd finger on the 4th string's 3rd fret. 2 3 2 3. Okay. Let's hear that descending line because that goes 2 times. One more time. Okay? Then that block repeats this chord sequence 4 times. This chord sequence 4 times, and then you get back to the theme 4 times. Okay, so you know, as far as it's a pretty symmetrical song in the way that it's mapped out or arranged. So the guitar solo is a slide solo in the middle, towards the end of the song, and let me try to play through at regular speed, and then I'll break it down bit by bit. Okay, so something like that, and let's try to break that down. I'll do it a little bit slower. You concentrate in this on the skinny 3 strings, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd string, and you slide into the 5th fret of the 2nd string, and then back to the 3rd fret, and then the 5th fret of the 3rd string, the G string, and then slide that up to the 7th fret on the G string, and then come back to the 5th fret of the B string. A little bit of jumping around. Now, you know, the more that you move the slide, of course, across the string, the harder it is to play in tune and just to play in general. So take your time with it. But that's what you're after if I were to play the notes as precise without sliding. So you might want to experiment with your landing points with those notes first. Then you kind of get the slide involved. And the slide adds a lot of the character to it, of course, right? So you can really, you know, experiment with that. And then you slide from that where you ended up on 5, slide up to the 6th fret of the B string. And that's 6, 8, 10, and then slide it into 10 again. And then back to 8. went 6, 8, 10, 10, 8. 10, 8 again. And then the third time, you play 10 on the B string, 8, 8 on the G string, and then 8 slides to 10. And that's kind of the out of it. And you hear there's a couple strings going on there. It's not so super precise. But that's the effect of it. You're using the skinny 3 strings as to fill out the sound of it in that lead. So let me try to play the entire solo without stopping once a little bit slower, okay? That last note is the 10th fret of the D string. So as you can hear towards the end of that solo, you really want you're using the top 3 strings in that lead. Hopefully you like this. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Shoot me your comments. I'd love to hear from you. Any suggestions or comments that you have. And don't forget to subscribe for some more guitar lessons coming your way. I hope to see you soon at petermccarthy.net for some more guitar lessons. Take care. Thanks, guys.